Meet Shawn Michaels. Without question, Michaels is considered by some to be the greatest professional wrestler of all time, with a vast catalog of matches over his 26-year-long career that prove just that. He spent the majority of his career wrestling in the WWF/E and achieved everything that there was to do in the company, becoming its first ever Grand Slam champion. Michaels left the WWF and retired from the sport entirely in 1998, but he would stay involved with wrestling in some capacities, and this includes him wrestling for his own promotion that he founded in his only match post-retirement until his return to WWE in 2002. And that is what we will be discussing in today's video. This was a part of a poll in my community tab, and it honestly wasn't even close, so if you would like the chance to influence my next video, be sure to keep an eye out. If you do enjoy this video and you want to see more videos about all the random and cool stuff that comes from pro wrestling, be sure to leave a like on this video and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. With that being said, let's get right into it. As I mentioned, Michaels retired from pro wrestling in 1998 due to him herniating 2 discs in his back and completely crushing one after taking a back body drop onto a casket in a match with The Undertaker at the 1998 Royal Rumble event. Michaels, who was the reigning WWF champion, was able to tough it out until about WrestleMania 14, where he would drop the title to Stone Cold Steve Austin. This would be Michaels' last match on the promotion until 2002, although he did make appearances every now and then for WWF in varying roles as a commissioner or simply a special guest referee. Following retirement, Michaels opened up a wrestling school in 1999 simply titled Shawn Michaels Wrestling Academy in San Antonio, Texas, where he grew up. The school trained the likes of Bryan Danielson, Brian Kendrick, Paul London, and Matt Bentley, Michaels' cousin, also known by the ring name Michael Shane, among many others. The school would also open up its own promotion as the Texas Wrestling Alliance, and this is where he would wrestle this man. Meet Paul Diamond, a 23-year veteran. Diamond wrestled all over the US, most notably in the AWA in the late 80s, as well as WCW, ECW, and the WWF during the early 90s. Diamond frequented as a tag team wrestler throughout much of his career, winning tag gold in the AWA with longtime tag partner Pat Tanaka as part of Bad Company and the Oriental Express. Diamond also took on the Max Moon gimmick in the early 90s for WWF after Konnan, the man originally slated to take this gimmick, left the company following disagreements with Vince McMahon about Konnan taking extended work in Mexico and not prioritizing the WWF. Aside from wrestling Shawn Michaels on the first episode of Raw, the gimmick did not really do much to elevate Diamond and was abandoned entirely in February of 1993 when his contract was not renewed. On top of brief stints in ECW and WCW throughout the 90s, Diamond took a lot of work on the independents, and this included him joining the aforementioned TWA in its infancy. Diamond wrestled under the ring name Venom and held the TWA Heavyweight Championship twice. Diamond made a few appearances at WWF house shows as a TWA champion before facing Michaels for the title, who had just received it after then champion Justin Credible vacated the title to Michaels. From what I understand, Venom had taken control of the promotion from Michaels at some point and would be known as the CEO. I'm not sure if there was further build up to this match outside of what I've laid out to you up to this point because it's pretty scarce online, but if there is more, please correct me. The stage is set for Shawn Michaels' first match since WrestleMania 14. The match took place on TWA's Total Impact program on April 14th, 2000 in San Antonio, Texas, with the stipulation being a bunkhouse brawl. With all of that being said, let's get into the match. Both men make their entrances, and as soon as Michaels enters the ring, Venom charges at him, only for Michaels to duck and deliver strikes of his own. Michaels whips Venom into the ropes, only for Venom to kick Michaels square in the jaw and deliver a European uppercut. Venom gets Michaels onto the floor to continue the attack before throwing Michaels down to the floor. Commentary is selling Michaels' bad back and reiterating that he does not have medical clearance for this match. That said, Venom rails Michaels' aforementioned bad back into the guardrail, and Michaels is now writhing in pain. Venom hits Michaels right on the forehead with a cookie sheet, as this match is indeed no disqualification. Venom picks Shawn up and drops him neck first onto the guardrail. Venom grabs a crutch out of the trash can that he had brought to the ring and breaks it over the back of Shawn Michaels. Venom empties the remainder of that trash can, whips Michaels into the ropes, but Michaels pops out of it and proceeds to attack Venom with the contents of that trash can. Michaels cracks the trash can over the head of Venom as he falls to the bottom rope, and this is where Michaels takes his shoe off as Venom gets back to his feet and whacks him with it. Michaels goes for a pile driver on top of the trash can and connects. Michaels goes behind the curtain, brings out a ladder, throws it into the ring, and uses that to continue the attack. Michaels sets the ladder up in the corner, executes a double leg takedown, and catapults Venom face first into the ladder before taking him down with a punch. Michaels gives him a snapmare before climbing halfway up that really short ladder to deliver a fish drop. Michaels throws Venom over the top rope and then makes his way out to the ring to hit Venom over the head with various objects. Michaels brings Venom back into the ring and delivers 10 punches into the corner, and the camera would zoom in on Venom to see that he was busted open. Michaels sets the ladder up on the side and baseball slides it into Venom's no-no area. I'm a grown-ass man saying that. Michaels brings the action back into the outside of the ring, gives Venom an atomic drop onto the guardrail, and hits him over the head with a cookie sheet. Shawn then puts the trash can over Venom as he gets back to his feet and fucking hits him with a steel chair. Oh my gosh. Venom crawls to the back and Michaels follows with a trash can in tow, but Venom catches him with a low blow, and all the momentum in this match shifts immediately. Venom drives the trash can and continues to blow Michaels back out, no diddy. It's very simple, but I love how the majority of Venom's attack is centered around Shawn's heavily damaged back. Venom sets up a table as Michaels struggles to get to his feet. Venom once again hits Michaels in the lower back with that trash can. Venom grabs another table and stacks it on top of the other one. Venom goes to throw Shawn into the wall, but Shawn recovers quickly and counters. Venom makes his way up to the top of that stage to avoid Michaels, but Michaels follows him up. Both men make their way up to the stage, where Venom would attempt a hip toss off the stage and through the two tables, but Michaels counters and hits Venom with that very same move. As you can say with a lot of things in pro wrestling, especially in spots of this magnitude, this was way too close and could have ended terribly. Michaels makes his way down and gives Venom a stomp to the head for good measure. Michaels makes his way back to the ring and Venom follows 60 seconds after being nearly paralyzed. Shawn grabs another table from underneath the ring and the camera shows Venom pouring some salt into his hand and keeping it bald as Michaels drags him back into the ring. Venom throws the salt into the eyes of Michaels before whacking him in the head with a kendo stick right on the forehead. Venom pulls out a pair of handcuffs and cuffs Shawn to the top rope as we see that he now is also busted open. Venom gives Michaels some DX shots to rub salt in the wounds, haha, see what I did there, before unloading on the Michaels with many shots of the head and body with that kendo stick. Venom goes to the outside and grabs a mic and says the following.
You all can witness this, a destruction of your hero, the end of a career, because there can be only one.
Venom then picks the kendo stick back up and proceeds to continue the battery of Michaels. Venom turns around and sets up the table that Michaels introduced moments ago, and it was here that an individual who I do not recognize as commentary labels him as Shooter comes out and delivers a T-bone suplex to Venom through the table. Or at least he tries to put him through the table. The fucking thing didn't break. Naturally, Baldy tries to suplex Venom again, and the table yet again doesn't even budge. He sets Venom up for a powerbomb and nearly breaks his leg, but not the table, although the table does collapse under Venom's weight. Shooter gets Michaels out of those handcuffs, Shawn picks Venom up and delivers a running power slam, and this is what finally breaks the table. Michaels goes to the corner and tunes up the band to deliver sweet chin music. Michael goes for the first and only cover of this match, gets the 3 count to retain the title, and presumably regains control of the TWA. The match itself was solid in parts. I liked certain aspects of it, like some of the spots and psychology used when telling the story around HBK's back, but I think my biggest problem was how each man sold each other's offense. One of the biggest examples of this for me includes Venom getting up 60 seconds after nearly getting crippled on a hip toss. And it would have been one thing if Michael had picked him up and helped him back to the ring, but he got up under his own power and made his way back. I'm not going to criticize the table spots really, because the table wouldn't break and you can't really help that, but I do find it funny and it did add entertainment value to the match for me personally. It's like that I am the table bit from Botchamania. I am the table! I saw people say that this reminded them of an older ECW match, and I can kind of see where they're coming from in terms of production, but the match itself reminded me of a WWF street fight with worse production. This certainly isn't the worst match I've covered on this channel, and it honestly isn't even close to that, but it really wasn't anything other than a cool conversation piece for me personally. I've heard conflicting reports about Shawn being drugged out of his mind for this match from people who claim to have attended, but I cannot confirm that, so if anyone else has further information, feel free to let me know. A couple short years following this match, Michaels returned to the WWF, soon to be WWE, and would go on to arguably have a better run than his previous run, with him having great matches and programs with wrestlers like John Cena, Kurt Angle, Chris Jericho twice, The Undertaker, and many others. He went on to have probably the greatest retirement of all time at WrestleMania 26 and has been retired ever since. I for one am so happy that Shawn never ever came out of retirement for any amount of money and preserved such a great retirement that could never be tarnished in any way, shape, or form. As for Diamond, his career winded down significantly and he retired from full-time work in 2001, before retiring completely in 2008. But yeah, that was the only Shawn Michaels match on the Indies. What did you think? Feel free to let me know down in the comments what you thought about this video, as I look for all feedback, positive or negative. If you did enjoy, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, so you do not miss out on any future videos. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace out.